I'm not usually one to stick up for Ekin-su, but Elma's been a bit of a bitch now. Love Island All Stars Friday the 7th of February, and Sammy didn't kiss Luca. Am I surprised? Not really. I did a live before it came on, and we were talking about it, and I thought, do you know what, I actually don't think that she's going to kiss Luca, although I really think she wanted to. But when she pied Luca and said that she thought the feelings between him and her were mutual, but he just didn't want to show it because of Grace, I was surprised that Grace didn't lose her shit over it, but she's obviously not bothered. It was time for the boys to pie the girls, and Luca pied Ekin-su, and she deserved it. After her antics at the pool the other day, and he said, you didn't take mine and Grace's feelings into consideration, and a sister doesn't do that. Yes! Yes, Luca. Good for you. Ekin-su said her feelings were hurt because he says she's not like her sister. He didn't say that, he says sisters wouldn't do that. And that's right, I mean, how much would her feelings have been hurt if he'd have done that with Curtis and Danielle? Omar, where was the thought process there? Aye, okay, married Catherine and he said nice things, but he kissed Tina and said, oh, I kissed her in a game and it didn't mean anything then, so it doesn't mean anything now. Cop out fucking shite. I'm sick of it. See when it's snog, marry, pie, when you snog them, it should be a snog. See this kissing on the head, kissing on the cheek? Crap. I can't be bothered with it. See pieing somebody because, oh, you can take a joke. Fuck off. Pie them and tell them what you really think. Ugh, drives me insane. Chugs is born as fuck, Andy's a skis bag, Andy's a liar. He ignored Danielle, which he knew was going to hurt her feelings. There was literally no need for that. Aye, okay, kissed Tina because he told the boys that he was interested in Tina and that's who he would have picked. Then he chose to marry Sammy. Okay, fair enough, he thinks she's a nice girl, they've had good conversations, whatever. Totally ignored Danielle. And he would have been just as well pieing her at that point because he really did pie her. But he had an absolute fucking cheek because when he was talking to somebody later in the episode, he said, oh, I never told Danielle that I would have picked her. I kind of tiptoed around the situation. Fuck off, Chugs. Fuck off. Why are you lying? He literally sat and told her that he was going to pick her, that he wanted to pick her, and he would have picked her even if she'd have been in a couple, it wouldn't have mattered. So why the fuck is he lying? Why is he lying? Bring on movie night. I hope the two of them are still in there for movie night, and Tina remembers that he said that. See all these fucking compulsive lying skis bags? I can't be fucked with them. Sam pied Ekin-su because she kissed him at the heart rate challenge the other day. Now come on to fuck. She gave him a peck on the lips. Aye, okay. She says to Elma that she wasn't going to kiss him, and then she gave him a peck. Her feelings were hurt, but are we not taking it a bit fucking far? Aye, okay, fair enough. She kissed him, and they didn't agree with it. But then in the heart rate challenge, he came out and he ignored her. And she was like, oh, he did that out of respect for you, babes. Then Ekin-su apologised several times, right? I don't think she's interested in Sammy whatsoever. Then he pied her. Right, okay, we're over it now. But then when he went to apologise, Elma fucking piped up, don't apologise. I thought, get a fucking grip of yourself. Honest to God, like, when Elma first went in, I thought she was alright, and I just thought she was unhinged because she fancied Ronnie. But then her behaviour just deteriorated, and ever since she got voted, like, most favourite girl or whatever it was, she's been an absolute fucking cunt. So Ekin-su got pied 3 times and she was upset, but I think that was mostly because Luca says that she wasn't acting like a sister. So Sammy was being nice and he just went up to say sorry, and Elma was like, you don't need to apologise to her, like, pure fucking attitude problem. And then Ekin-su was really upset over it, rightfully so. Because how many times did she have to apologise for giving Sammy a peck? And Elma's acting like a fucking psychopath. So Curtis was just trying to stand up for her, and he went to speak to Elma, and she's going off her head at him as well. Now, to be fair, she was trying to talk to him, and he just kept talking over her. And that is annoying. It's like, you pulled me for a chat, you want to chat, then I get to speak, then you get to speak. But he did keep butting in, and it was quite annoying. But when he says that she was upset, she's like, oh, I know her, or whatever. But then later on, the next day, she says to her, oh, I didn't realise you were upset. More fucking compulsive liars. And aye, okay, Elma explained, I can forgive, but it's the forgetting part I've got a problem with. That doesn't really align, does it? Because if you can't forget about something, and you've got it in your mind and you don't take it out on the person, then you forgave them. But she's still taking out her anger on her. So she hasn't fucking forgave or forget. The whole thing was so dramatic, and I just think that Elma has got a fucking serious attitude problem. So it was time for the recoupling, and I kind of like the fact that they've swapped, that the snog marry pie was at night and the recoupling was during the day. It's good to mix it up a wee bit. But there was no surprises. Everybody picked who we thought that they were going to pick. So it was Chugsy's turn to choose, and I knew that he was going to pick Tina. I felt like it was quite obvious, but a lot of people thought that he was going to pick Sammy, even though we've not even really seen him speaking to Sammy. After what happened with the whole snog marry pie situation, and he basically pied Danielle, then he was right to not even choose her. And she even said that when she was getting interviewed at the end. So he's chose Tina, but as I said before, what is the chances that both Danielle and Tina were interested in him? When Danielle came out, she says that there wasn't really a spark between them and she wasn't really feeling anything. But then why did they have the whole conversation about, oh, I'm glad the public put me with you, would you have picked me anyway? And he's like, oh, I would have picked you even if you were with somebody. They're all fucking in it for the money. The fakeness is just overwhelming. So apparently it's been confirmed that Jess from season 11 is actually going back in. I think the producers are expecting some sort of drama out of this. I don't think Ronnie's interested whatsoever. I don't think Harriet will be bothered. Nobody is going to want to be paired up with her because they've all just went in there, picked who they want to be with, and they want to sail through to the end and win the money. Nobody's really in there for love. The whole thing is a disaster. When I was on live earlier, we were talking about Casey, and the consensus is that he's went in there, got together with Gabby, and he wants to just sail through to the end. His personality is totally different for the last 2 times that he was on. This time I feel like he's learned his lesson and he just wants to cruise to the end. The same thing with Ronnie and Harriet. I keep on saying, oh, they were on it a year ago, but somebody in the live says it was only 6 months ago. So you're trying to tell me that in 6 months, both Ronnie and Harriet's personalities have totally did a 180. They're acting like completely different people. It's very suspicious. But let me know in the comments what you thought of tonight's episode, and I'll see you again on Sunday. Bye!